this stuff in my inventory. What? Why do I have cat ears? I have a little bit of experience in this early game, so I got a quick idea of what we want to do. Let's just collect all that stuff. We're going to want to make this thing called a crook, and we can just make it like this. And the reason we want to do this is because with this, we can harvest the leaves that come from these trees, right? And you're probably wondering, well, why are we just sitting here waiting for these trees? Well, you don't have to. You can torque on them. And so with this crook, we can harvest these leaves and they will give us, you're supposed to, there we go, silkworms. And we put that in one of the trees. And it'll start getting infected. And what the reason we want that is because these infected trees, when we break them, or not the trees, but these leaves, when we break them, they're going to have a chance to give us a string. All right, so I just waited a little bit until these trees were pretty much mostly infested. I put some of these wooden planks down just to give us a little bit more space. But as you can see, when these are fully infested, when we break them, we have a chance to get string. And that's what we want. We want a lot of string because that's going to unlock our next form of progression. All right, now that's all taken care of. Let's go ahead and get these logs taken care of. And the only thing I don't like about this mod pack is there isn't a recipe book here, so you have to put in everything manually. But it's fine. We'll get used to it. All right, so I'm actually going to place another sapling down. And then, you know what, let me do this. I'm going to place these here. 4, and then we could just do 2. And then what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to make just a few of these. Just enough to get a bigger spot over here. And then, you know what, I'm actually going to make a chest to start storing stuff. We can put all this stuff in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make something called a sieve. Right here. So we just need sticks, which we can get like that. You know what? I'll make 2. There we go. And then I don't remember how we make the string mesh. Oh, it's just with that. Okay. So we can make 4 string mesh. But essentially, we put this in here, and now we can sieve like dirt and gravel and stuff. So if we go into our quests tab and we collect all of our rewards. Oh, we got some sieves as well. Nice. We got 3. See, this is what we like to see. We also got a portable crafting table. It's always nice. I'm going to throw these torches on. This is on hard mode, by the way. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go and we want to right click or crouch right click on these grass blocks. And you'll see that we get stone pebbles, right? And I have a way that we can somewhat automate this because I have an auto clicker. And I can just change the the click button to right click. And we should get a pretty substantial. We get a pretty substantial amount of pebbles. Is this cheating? I call it. I wouldn't call it cheating. I call it using your resources, using the resources that are available. And I mean, you can just hold it, but with that auto clicker, it's much faster. So we almost have 4 stacks of stone pebbles, and that's what we want, because when we take four stone pebbles, we can make 1 block of cobblestone. So with that, we have an entire stack of cobblestone. There we go. Now, this stuff we'll use later. We can use stuff like hammers on these. I'm pretty sure these all work in the same way. Just 4 of them create a block. Yes. So we're going to go ahead and create... we'll create 2 furnaces. Great. And there is a way to get dirt. I'm not too sure. I don't remember how, but I think it's with getting, it has to do with like getting leaves and stuff. But there's that. Now we can make hammers. Now, what hammers do is we do this. Let me make a good amount of sticks. There we go. We put these sticks like this, and then we make that. What we can do with that is we take this cobblestone and break it with a hammer, and we get gravel. And then guess what? You can put the gravel into here, right click, and you can sieve it through, and we get iron ore chunks. Now we get more than just iron ore chunks. We just happen to get iron ore that time. There is a fast way to do this. We can compress the cobblestone and then mine it with a compressed hammer. However, that takes like 9 hammers. I don't feel like using 9 hammers. But you know, you can fill up multiple of these seas at once, and you can see that we get multiple things here. So we have flint, and we can actually make something cool called flint shears in this mod. And with that, we can get oak leaves. We'll just end leaves. And I want to get at least most of these leaves. That should be fine. Because we can make an oak barrel. Now, I forgot what the recipe is. Not barrel. What is it called? It's in the quests. Yeah, it is an oak barrel. Okay, I mean, I don't know why it didn't show up like that, but it's fine. Let's just make 4. And we're going to put these in a separate spot. We'll put them over here. I need more chests. I'm just going to put 2 double chests here. We should be good on storage for a while now. Put that there. I have a chisel. Why is that? There we go. So what I want to do next is, with this flint, we can make water from leaves. So crucibles, we can make an oak crucible, which is just a... I need logs for that. And we can get water from that now. So put that there. Logs. All right. And then we'll throw that there. Now, if we place one of these down to work on it to get it to grow, get the shears. And we fill this up. We start with water. I just hit my mic, sorry about that. But we start to get water. Now, the next course of action is to make more of these sieves. I want to make at least a 9 grid or a 3x3 grid. Which means we're going to need more string, which means we need to infest some more leaves. So I do have oak saplings over here. And we can do that. There we go. And then, where are my silkworms? There's 3 in here. We'll throw it like that. And then we'll use the crook to get string. And I'll be back when that's ready. Tree is pretty much fully infested. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just straggling sticks. I do. I'm going ahead and make another crook. This probably will break before the last one, before all the leaves are gone. All right, we got 60 string, and with that we can make 6 more sieves. I mean, we already have 2 here. That's way more than enough. Let's turn these into some oak logs, and then just some more slabs. Because then we can do, all right, we can do that, and then that. I think we only need 4. I'll make 5 just in case. Yeah, no, we only needed 4. That's fine. I'll just throw this extra one here. And that way we can actually sieve more gravel at once. Now the next course of action will actually be to craft one of those like compacted hammers or whatever they're called. Because we can do that. Compressed hammer, I think it's called. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 2 more. There's number 8, and then just get some sticks in there. And there is number 9. All right, so now what we do is just put all these hammers in here. And we got a compressed stone hammer. And the reason we do that is because if you take 9 stone blocks, you can create a compressed stone. Or compressed cobblestone, whatever. And you can actually mine these, and then you get compressed gravel, which you can turn into 9 regular gravel. So it's literally 9 times faster to do this. And that's how we're going to get a ton of gravel to sieve and get a bunch of ores out of. Now there is also a way to get more ores than we have now. Well, not more ores. It's a way to turn these ores into more ingots. But as of right now, I just want to focus on this. If we can fill this up and put sand or dust in it, then we can get clay, which then we can get through quests. We can get lava. I also got an ender chest from one of those quests. I don't know which one. But I don't really have any use for it right now. So, let's see. We did compressed blocks. Oh, there's compressed sand. We got a compressed hammer. We got all of this. Yeah, see, sand. So, how do we get sand? Dust. We hammer sand. Hammer gravel. Interesting. Actually, can I make this just a compressed dust block? Yes. Well, not really. It just gives us dust. Let's see. I'm going to put another oak crucible. Where's the other one we have? There it is. So that way we can get 2 of these going, and then once they both fill up, we can get an infinite water source. I'm acting like I don't even have enough iron to make a bucket for that, but it's fine. All right, so I just claimed all these. We got a few rewards for those. Clay. See, in order to get clay, we need to put dust into one of those crucibles filled with water. And then we'll get clay, and that allows us to get these, and then we can get lava and stuff like that. And then we can get the stone generator, which the stone generator is kind of nice because it makes so I don't have to mine anything. How do we get the copper ore hammer? Oh, that's just with copper. I should be able to. How much copper do I have? I thought I got ores. Yeah, I had copper ore there. Or hammer. How much? I need blocks of copper. Okay, that is an interesting one. So I feel like I got it someplace else when I was looking through it. Bunch of saplings. I'll take that for island diversity. We have a trash can. Although I'm saving everything we got right now. We are most likely going to use a bunch of these things in the future. That's 2 iron ore chunks. I might just sit here and farm some gravel until we have enough iron for something I want to make. There's something I want to make that's going to make getting iron a lot easier. However, I do need a lot of iron to get it in the first place. So, yeah, bear with me here. I will be back when I have enough for it. Okay, so I found this quest here in the mod Railcraft, where once we get an iron ingot, we actually can choose. I think we can choose. I don't know if we get all of them, but I think we can choose which one we get. We can choose between a bunch of this stuff, and we can choose between 6 more iron ingots. And so right now I currently have 21, which leads to 5 iron ore. Plus 6 will be 11. And the thing that I need, I think only needs 10. So I think that should be enough. So if we can just smelt one of the... Where did my coal go? There it is. Let me take some of that and just cook that beef. Hopefully this should give us the achievement and we can get... Yep, there it is. Iron. So we go in here and yep, there it is. Yeah, and then we choose the 6 iron ingots. So now we have 7. Now we'll get 8 and then 9. And that is enough for a block of iron. Now let me show you what we need to make. So this is the next sort of quest progression item, and it's called the squeezer. And essentially what it does is it duplicates ores. So you get a block, like an ore block, and you put it in this thing, and it spits out, I think, 3. But it's really simple to craft other than the iron. And once you get the iron, it's quite literally nothing. There we go, squeezer. Now I'm going to place this. I'm actually going to expand this a little bit. So let's grab a few more of these oak slabs. Place them down. All right, there we go. And then we put this squeezer down. And do I have any unsmelted iron ore? I don't. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, I do. We put the iron ore in here, and then what we do is we can jump on it. And it gives us 3 raw iron. And then we just put like a block there to reset it. Do we jump on it? It's weird. I thought... Do you just have to, like, mine it to reset it? I guess. Whatever, but as you can see, we have 7 raw iron. Now, I want to see... Oh, we got an iron block. I want to get... this hammer. So in order to get it, we need 3 sticks and then 18 copper. And we can use the squeezer for that as well, I'm assuming. So, we aren't going to have enough. I could probably do some more farming. Actually, I might have the chunks in this. 14. I don't know. I can't do that quick math. Oh, it gives us 8? Oh, we'll be fine. Why did it... Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that any day. Oh, so it gives us probably a range. 8, because that one gives us 6. 22. Yeah, that one gives us 8 again. We'll put that stuff in the furnace to smelt it. And essentially we're going to turn this 7 raw iron into 14 iron. And I'll show you how we do that in a minute. Once we get these copper ingots smelted. But in the meantime, I actually do want to do something else. I want to see if we can get this clay. So where's the dust that I had? Right there. So this one is almost full. So if I crouch, we can't get it yet. That's interesting. It probably has to be completely full. Which we're at 3.5 out of 4, I'm pretty sure. So you know what I could actually do? I could do this. Make a bucket. Get water from there. Boom, boom. And then just do this. Could I actually place something? Yeah. I like how you can do that in this mod pack. You can place things that are down. I'm going to create an infinite water source. I could have probably did this way earlier, but it's all right. So there's our water. We don't got to worry about this. Let me take that. There's 18 copper that we need. Grab the sticks. So we do this. Actually, we need to make the blocks first. That, and like that, and we get a copper ore hammer. And then what we do, we put this and this together, and we get iron dust. And each one of these iron dust will smelt into its own iron ingot. So, with that, we now get this quest. And the next one is just to upgrade a furnace to an iron furnace. And then we get another free upgrade slot. Once we do that, 7, we need 1 more. There we go. Then we go ahead and put this furnace in here. And there we go. We got that on for iron furnace. Now, iron furnaces are just a little bit faster than the regular furnaces, but I want to do something else. We can actually get clay now because we have the infinite water source. So I'm going to go ahead and take that dust that we have. And there we go. There's clay. Now we do this, and then we can make... how do we do it? Clay. Bone meal. It's a good thing I saved it. Boom, boom, boom. Kaboom, and there we go. Unfired porcelain bucket. We put that in the furnace to, I guess, fire it. I guess I don't know what it's called. There's regular porcelain bucket. Let's see. We do need a porcelain crucible because this is what we can use to get Oh, I need one more. Do I have any other bone meal anywhere? Oh, I have porcelain clay here. There we go. Now, we need... Let's see. We need a fire. That's right. We need to put in the... can also do that. What the... No! Did I seriously just... Oh my... I just lost. Why would it shift? Why would it change places? Oh my god. Well, we're down 11 iron ingots. Yeah, okay. That's not what we like to see. Well, now that we do that, we can do I'll just throw it. Honestly, I have a great place to put it. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to put it right next to the water. Because that's the safest spot for it. And then let's just get flint. I have a block of iron. Flint and steel. And then we go ahead and light these netherrack. And then we can fill these up with cobblestone and we get lava. Now, the last thing I want to do in this episode, actually second last thing, I want to complete this first page, is make a cobblestone generator. Like it's stone block generator. We need glass, which we can make because we can smelt iron, or not iron, we can smelt sand, and then it's just cobblestone, lava buckets, and water buckets. We can get both. So, do I have any sand on hand? I do. So let's go ahead and smelt one of those. I hope my base isn't on fire. Okay, it's not. So we have that. And then I need a little bit more cobblestone, so I can just break this into... I honestly don't think it matters, but just for safe measure. There we go. And then we get the bucket. And I don't know how much we actually need in these crucibles to be able to pick it up in a bucket. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna move these actually, because I don't want them to catch fire. I'm gonna put it like right in the middle here. So I will change these to cobblestone slabs over here. All right. That's right. I was looking for this. There we go. And now that we have that, we do lava, water, glass in the middle. We do need cobblestone. Okay. Minor inconvenience. There we go. And we do that, and stone block generator. Now we still do need a lava bucket and a water bucket to power it because it requires a... it's really hard to describe. Essentially, let me just show you. So we're going to put the... We are going to put... All right. I don't think I can... do that. So let me do this. We got a deep slate. So we're just gonna do. No, we need this because this one's gonna be where the lava is. Let me just get rid of that, and then do that. That. There goes the water. And there goes the lava. And it makes cobblestone. Now, instead of doing that, you put that there. And it just gives you cobblestone automatically. Like that. And that is the cobblestone generator. So the last thing I want to do, because these are the last two quests, or the last three, I want to make this. This is a magnetic generator. It's the start of the power, basically, of this mod pack. And it's not that expensive apart from redstone, which I don't think we have any. We have enough gold, I'm pretty sure. I think we have 5 gold. Let me see. We have 4 gold, and then we have 3 gold chunks. I can just get one more. But it's the sort of like the major progression of this game. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna farm for that last gold chunk, and hopefully we can get that, because once we get that, we can make it into a gold ore, and then we can, we could even multiply it with that, and then again with the hammer. But let me place those. Oh, come on. Let me place these little slabs down, just so I don't fall. All right. We have 8 compressed gravel, which we can turn into that much regular gravel. And we just need 1 gold chunk, and then we should be good. The only issue is going to be with, yeah, there we go, with the lapis. I'm not sure how we're going to get, not the lapis, the redstone. I'm not sure how we're going to get the redstone ore. Or if we can just get the dust, but we need to get the block. So we need 9 dust, which I'm assuming we could do the same thing that we do with ores here in the squeezer. I don't know if it'll give us more dust, because it's not, technically it's not an ore. I don't know how that works, but if it does work like that, then that would be pretty nice. Lead, tin. Let's see. I'm going to look around to see if I can find any way to get redstone, and I will be back when I find something. All right, so I found this quest. It's in chipped gem block. No, it's in building tips. And down here, chipped gem blocks. We can get a block of redstone by getting any like chipped gem block. So redstone, lapis, quartz, amethyst, emerald, and diamonds are precious gems. We can get lapis and amethyst. There is a way. I mean, we already have amethyst. It's just very, very hard to get. But we can get lapis. We already have 4. We're just going to do this cobblestone instead. I think this can only hold a max of like 64 blocks or whatever, which is totally fine. And we get 15 compressed cobblestone. And then we should get enough through this. I mean, we're gonna have a ton. And lapis. Yes, we got 4 gold ingots. We got enough. We just need to get that that redstone, which we can just get through lapis. All right, how much lapis did we get? We still need 2 more. All right. Got 3. Not terrible, but not great. Dead bush. Bye. Yeah, I'm just gonna repeat that process until we've got enough. So I will be back when we have enough for the block of lapis. All right, there we go. We have 11 lapis. That is enough for a lapis block. And there we go. The chip gem blocks, which is in building tips down here. And we get a block of redstone, lapis, amethyst, and quartz. And then with that, we take this and we can make a furnace out of this. Let me clean my inventory up. I still need more storage space. 2 more chests. How convenient. So, where's the rest of the gold? There it is. Take the furnace like that. 2 glass, the redstone, and then the 5 gold, and we make the final block of the first chapter, the magmatic generator. And that gives us another 2 XP levels. I might as well claim whatever we got up in this right-hand corner here. If these things go away. There we go. Energy cube, sky dust, a bunch of levels. Great.